Di ba't pa gano'n? Parang ang ganda ng ano ko ngayon be, ng camera ko ngayon. Gusto ka diyan? Sorry.
Blondie.
So, Hazel, kwento mo ating first core memory here sa Taiwan.
Sasakay sa bus, walang ticket. Nalagyan na ng sticker yung mga maleta namin. Kauna ka pa kami sa pila.
Tapos nasa likod pa niya yung crush.
Kaya.
So upon arrival to our accommodation, we only had 2 hours to rest because our flight got delayed. I also forgot to take videos of our room, but this is the picture posted on our PNB. For our first full day here in Taiwan, we decided to join a group tour to explore the North Coast. This is the meet-up place and it's actually much better if you arrive a bit early. By the way, we booked this tour on Klook and it's a great option if you want to see multiple spots in just one day. Today's itinerary includes Yellow Geo Park, Chiffon Waterfall, Chiffon Old Street, Golden Waterfall, the remains of the 13 levels, Yinyang Sea, and Chiffon Old Street. The ride took about an hour to reach our first destination, and on the way, our tour guide asked if we wanted to order boba milk tea, and of course, we ordered. Fun fact, bubble tea actually originated here in Taiwan, so it's definitely a must try while you're here. Grabe ang lamig. Tapos umorder pa si Hazel ng boba na malamig. Boba milk tea. Ba't kayo niya sa'yo sa boba milk tea?
For the first time, inutusan ako ng
Gusto niya kasi ano,
baba.
hindi, authentic. Oo! Ano yan, video yun oh. Sino ka dyan?
Video ka din naman
Be,
sa phone ko.
tumayo ka. So this is Yellow Geo Park and wow, this place is just wow. It's so peaceful, the wind feels amazing. This is like the perfect spot to just sit and relax while staring at the sea. As we walk around, we saw all these unique rock formations that were naturally shaped by the waves and weather over time. The most famous one is the Queen's Head that looks like a queen's profile, but we didn't make it all the way there because we kept stopping to take pictures and videos. But here's a picture of it. And honestly, with only an hour and a half to explore, there wasn't enough time. But still, just being here feels unreal and it's like we stepped on another planet. Next, we went to Chiffon Old Street, which is super popular for releasing sky lanterns right on the train tracks. Here, you can write your wishes on a lantern and then let it float up into the sky. Originally, they said lanterns were used as signals for safety during wartime, but now they've become a beautiful symbol of hope and good luck. We also tried the famous peanut ice cream here, and honestly, it was really delicious. After Chiffon Old Street, we went to Chiffon Waterfall. To get there, we crossed the suspension bridge, which is actually a nice spot to stop for a few photos and videos. And finally, after a few minutes of walking, we reached the waterfall. They call it the Little Niagara of Taiwan, and it really fits the name. It's super wide, around 40 meters, and the view is just so refreshing. Walking closer and feeling the mist on your face was really relaxing. Definitely a nice spot to just enjoy the scenery. Along the way, we stopped to the Golden Waterfall for a quick look. They said that the golden brown color comes from minerals left behind from old mining activities, which is kinda cool to see. Then nearby, there's also the Shunandong Smelter Ruins, also known as the remains of 13 levels, which is pretty interesting if you like a little history. And just a bit further is the Yinyang Sea. It's really unique because the water is half blue and the other has this yellowish tint. At first, I thought it was just editing in photos, but it actually looks like that in real life. Our last stop was Chiffon Old Street. It was a bit crowded since we got here in the afternoon, but honestly, the place still has such a nice charm. The streets are narrow and there are so many tea houses, food stalls, and souvenir shops to check out. Fun fact, Chufen is said to have inspired the setting of the Studio Ghibli film Spirited Away. It has that magical feel, especially as it gets darker and the red lanterns start lighting up the streets. It's a really nice place to just walk around, try snacks, and just enjoy the place. By 7:30 p.m., we were already back, so exhausted but so happy. The tour is honestly such a great way to see a bunch of places in just one day. It's definitely worth it and very convenient. For our day 3, we headed to Taichung. I was really excited because this was our first time riding the bullet train here in Taiwan. We took the train from Taipei to Taichung, and it was insanely fast. They say it can go up to around 300 kilometers per hour, but honestly, you barely feel it. It feels more like being on an airplane, just really smooth and quiet.
Grabe, ang lamig. Maaraw pero malamig. Mga naliligaw kasi ang laki ng kanilang station. We're in Taichung station and we're going to Taiwan station. Very makinis tayo dito, be.
Our first stop in Taichung was the Sangsha Flower Market, also known as Holy Flower Farm. The entrance fee is around 150 NTT for adults and 75 NTT for kids. The place is so beautiful, it literally feels like you're inside a postcard. There are flower fields everywhere and so many Instagrammable spots. They said the best time to visit is usually from January to March when the tulips and lilies are in full bloom. After Sunshine, our next stop was Sinsha Castle. It's a bit far, but we got really lucky because the taxi driver we rode with was Filipino. He offered to take us round trip for 700 NTT, and he even waited for us, so the whole trip was super hassle-free. There's a restaurant inside the castle grounds. It's a bit pricey, but the food is good and servings are generous.
Sarap. Sopas eh. Sopas na sopas. As in, sopas na sopas.
Seryoso?
As in, be. Lasang-lasa sopas. Diba?
Gusto niyo na.
Dahil kinakain ko to, sibuyas pala.
After eating, we finally started exploring. And the vibe here feels very European. There are gardens, ponds, and of course, the castle itself. A lot of couples were doing prenup shoots and even birthday shoots. The place is really beautiful. It felt like a little Disney princess moment while taking photos and videos. So if you like a European vibe place, then this is the place to go. After Sinsha Castle, we headed back toward Taichung and made a stop at Miyahara. This place is famous for its Harry Potter inspired design, and the details inside are so cute, perfect for Potterheads. And of course, we couldn't leave without trying their famous ice cream. It was super creamy and really good, the perfect way to end our Taichung trip. For day 4 here in Taiwan, we visited Qingtiangang Grassland and Beitou Hot Spring. We started the day by taking a bus to Qingtiangang. While we were on the way, it suddenly started raining really hard, and the road was completely covered in thick fog. When When we got off the bus, I was literally shaking from the cold. It was only about 11 degrees Celsius and my jacket was way too thin. We tried waiting for the rain to stop, but it just wouldn't, so we decided to go anyway. Even with the rain and fog, the place still felt really beautiful, almost like we were inside a K-drama.
Grabe, so lamig! Oh my God! Hindi namin in-expect yung weather na ganito kalamig.
Fun fact, Qingtiangang Grassland is part of Yangmingshan National Park and it's known for its wide open fields where you can sometimes see cattle freely roaming around. On a clear day, the views here are amazing with rolling green hills and mountain scenery. Sadly, we didn't get that view, but honestly, the fog gave the place a unique cinematic vibe like this. After Qingtiangang, we went down to Beitou and thankfully it wasn't as cold anymore. On the way to the hot springs, we passed by the Beitou Public Library. The design is really beautiful, mostly wood and glass, and it's known for being one of the most eco-friendly libraries in the world. As we walked further, we saw hot spring streams and small spots where you can soak your hands in natural hot spring water.
Bakit hindi sila initan? Oh, shit, yung sugat ko. Tara na.
And finally, we arrived at Beitou Hot Spring. This area is very popular because Taiwan sits on the Ring of Fire, which is why it has so many natural hot springs. The water here is rich in minerals and locals believe it's good for the skin and blood circulation.
Madilim siya sa mukha.
And it's our last full day here in Taiwan. For day 5, we decided to take it slow and just explore around Taipei. Our first stop was the Chiang Kai-shek Memorial Hall. This is one of the most iconic landmarks in the city built to honor former President Chiang Kai-shek. The architecture is really beautiful with its blue and white colors symbolizing freedom and equality. There's also a huge open plaza with a national theater and concert hall on both sides, super photogenic and peaceful at the same time. Next, we headed to the Maokong Gondola, which we also booked at Klook. The gondola ride takes you up over the mountains, and on a clear day, you can see amazing views of the city and surrounding tea plantations. When we finally reached the top of the Maokong Gondola, we didn't expect it to be this cold. The wind was really strong and we were literally shivering, especially since we were only wearing skirts and shorts.
Oh my gagi! Pakita mo yung mga legs natin dyan. Paano ba pakita?
After that, we took the gondola again going back and we got really lucky because we had the cabin all to ourselves. Since it was just us, we took a lot of photos and videos and just enjoyed a quiet ride back. When we got off the gondola, it started raining again, but good thing we brought our raincoats.
Iwan ko na lang kung mabasa pa tayo dito. Yung shoes natin mababasa. Hindi naman malakas dito. We're done.
After that, we headed to Taipei 101, which used to be the tallest building in the world. Inside, you'll find luxury shops and restaurants, and you can also go up to the observatory deck if you want to see the city from above. This huge ball you're seeing is what helps balance Taipei 101. It moves slightly to keep the building stable, especially during strong winds or earthquakes. Outside, we also took photos at the famous rainbow-colored photo spot where you can capture the whole Taipei 101 behind you. Definitely a must-do shot when you're here. After that, we went back to Ximending to explore some more. We did a little food trip, bought pasalubong, and of course, tried the famous milk tea. Ximending is known as the youth district of Taipei, kinda like Shibuya in Japan. There are so many shops, street food stalls, and things happening around, making it the perfect place to just chill and enjoy your last night in the city. And this is our accommodation. It's small and a bit pricey, and we booked this on Airbnb. So that's how our Taiwan trip came to an end. Our flight was at 9 a.m. the next day, so we had to be at the airport by 6 a.m. Even though it rained most of the time, this trip was still incredibly memorable and we had so many amazing experiences. Thank you so much for joining me on this Taiwan vlog. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and stay tuned for my next travel adventures. See you on the next one!